Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and place to be, it's Deb C. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Woo, boop, Deb C. Hey guys, happy Saturday. Oh, it's the weekend, and it'll go by in like 20 minutes. So let's enjoy it while we can. I hope everybody is having a great start to the weekend. And today I'm going to be breaking down this week's Bachelor in Paradise. I finished watching it last night. I made copious notes. This is going to be a long one, kids. So buckle up, everybody. I'm going to start it right now. So before I get into it, here we go. Here is the whiteboard for the Bachelor in Paradise. As you can see, we have Kylie and Avon. They're still going strong. Rachel and Braden. He's a dick. The new Sam and Peter. Let's see. Eliza and Aaron B. Question mark. Kat and Tanner. Oh, we got to get into that one. Jess and Blake. Got to get into that one. Olivia in all capitals because Olivia is with John Henry. Not Kat, Olivia. And last we have, I can't read backwards, Mercedes and Tyler. You know, something happens with this. And we also have two new arrivals. So there we go. There we go. Okay. So, Seymour, that was for you in case you're watching. Okay, so let's get into Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, so let's recap this. We start off with Kat and Tanner. Now, Tanner pulls Kat to talk to her. Before they talk off camera, Kat says his ass is in the doghouse unless he apologizes. So there's a chance that if he apologizes, she might be like, yes, I will go back with you. Listen, I would. I love Tanner. So Tanner pulls Kat to talk. Kat says right from Jump Street, she was disappointed and hurt because he immediately said yes to Davia on her birthday. So she was hurt by that. Tanner then had said, listen, I've always been honest and open in my feelings. We had a fun week. I had a lot of fun with you. And I'm conflicted though, because we share a lot of the same values outside of here. And we had fun, but this is where he's conflicted. Their personalities are just very different. He says that he went on the date to get clarification in his mind and about them. And he sees that now that she does not possess the qualities that he's looking for in a wife. But guess who does? That's me. You live in Western Pennsylvania. I live in Western Pennsylvania. Sure, I'm fat. Sure, I'm chunky. I got arthritis. Don't walk a lot. You're a fitness instructor. I'm way older than you. I'm not selling it. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm just gonna give you fair warning. My brother is here cutting grass. When that happens, Jack barks a lot. So you might hear him barking throughout this video. I apologize. It's just something he does. So we're talking about Tanner and Kat. Tanner says everything that he wants to say. And then Kat, she puts out there that, yeah, I agree. I don't see a lot of the qualities I want in a husband. And honestly, I don't know that I could trust you in the real world. Listen, didn't you do the same thing to Braden? Like when Tanner came on the beach, you went right after Braden, or you went right after Tanner. You didn't say anything to Braden. How is this different? Make it make sense. I mean, you did this too. So yeah, Kat can't trust him in the real world. And she is really the person who is saying that he doesn't know what he wants. I need a man who knows what he wants, who isn't so indecisive. He knows what he wants. He just told you he don't want you. So he don't want you. That's what he don't want. Very decisive. She's one of these people that honestly, she's one of these women that honestly is like so amazed that a guy would break up with her. Like a guy would break up with me. Like I don't know that she's used to a lot of men like breaking up with her. I mean, Kat is a beautiful lady. However, her personality is not. Her personality, I agree with Olivia, is garbage. So listen. And then she comes out and says, yeah, he was not the one who broke up with me. He didn't break up with me. How dare he thinks he gets to break up with me? The great Kat. Oh, okay. No, he did break up with you. And I don't understand for the life of me why Tanner was like, I hope that this doesn't tarnish my reputation in your eyes. And because I respect you. Why? What do you respect about her? What? What is there to respect? I can't see anything that you would respect. And there we go. Just like that. So you're going to hear that quite a bit. So Kat goes back, announces to the ladies, Adavia included, that she's done with Tanner. I'm done with Tanner. He's walking red flag, and I'm better without him. I'm better than him, and I broke up with him. Okay, sure. Meanwhile, Tanner is talking to some of the guys. He's like, she is passive aggressive, because in his talk to her, to Kat, before he went out with Davia, she had said, yeah, go ahead, go out and do what you have to do. And now she's like hurt that he did what she told him to do. And he said, it feels like the ladies are going to have Kat's back and the guys will understand where I'm coming from. But like I said, and then the ladies yell something like F you boys or something like that. And listen, I forget who it was, but who had put this down. But why is Tanner a player? Because he went on a date with Davia, but Kat's not. Listen, she's dated around too. So if Tanner's a player, so is Kat. Next up is Blake and Jess. So Blake and Jess, this started last week where Blake was unsure about whether Jess wanted to be with him. So Blake says to Jess that, listen, if you were completely sure about us, I would be locked and loaded 100% on you. But it's this undecisiveness that is kind of making him feel like he's unwanted. And he had said that both of them, they didn't mention this, but he said that they've both been open, each of them open to exploring others from the start, but there's really not anyone here that he's interested in to explore. Listen, you know that when they say something like that, that's a setup. Producers are working overtime to get this drama, because as soon as he says, there's nobody here that I would want to, that I'd be interested in. Cue a girl coming down steps. That lady coming down steps is Genevieve from Zach's season. Jess, she shows up. Jess is real excited and is like one of the first ladies to say hello and hug her, but she's also nervous because she has a date card. She could very well talk to Blake. Who's taking notice right from the start? Blake. So she pulls Tyler and to talk to. She also pulls Blake. He tells her that things were pretty great with Jess until last night. And are you and Jess open to exploring? And he says, well, it's complicated, but yes. My opinion at this point, my opinion was like, why are you nervous, Jess? Because I mean, you're the one who was saying that you are unsure about Blake and you want to explore Paradise. And from right here, when she was talking to Blake, I was like, listen, she is going to pick Blake because she likes that he is older. He's a little more mature because of his age. She likes that. So Genevieve asks Blake out. He says yes at first. He says yes, but then he talks to Jess. This is when Blake tells Jess that some part of him felt unwanted last night when they were having a talk. And it feels good to be wanted by someone. And while he's gone, it might be good for her to explore others as well. The part about him feeling unwanted, I could feel it really upset, and it really hurt Jess. Like, it made Jess feel terrible. She had said she never wanted to make him feel unwanted, and she wants to explore. She wants to explore. She said, I've said I want to explore, so I can't be a hypocrite and hold you back and say that you can't explore. Good for you, Jess, because at first I was like, please don't do that. Please don't say that you want to explore, but he can't. And she said that's exactly what he should do. And she just said off camera that she really didn't think that he would say yes to Genevieve. Honestly, I'm going to tell you what, I said this last week. I don't think Jess is made for these shows. I think Jess is too much of a gentle heart. I don't think she can take these kind of shows. I love Jess, but I really don't think she's made for these shows. Next up, and here's the thing. Kat and John Henry. So the ladies are sitting around. Kylie suggests to Kat that she should go make out with John Henry. Listen, John Henry is with Olivia. Kat says, listen, he's with Olivia, but I don't really care because he's hot. Now, in my mind, I was like, wait a minute. Kylie had suggested that Kat go after John Henry, who's with Olivia. Is this her getting back at Olivia for the beginning with Will? In my mind, yes, it is. And from what I understand on Twitter, Kylie and Olivia are going back and forth because Olivia thinks the same thing. And Avon inserted himself in it, which is telling me that it looks like maybe Kylie and Avon are still together. So that's just my opinion. And listen, Kat continually being like, I'm gonna make out with him because Tanner didn't open mouth make out with me. Listen, I guarantee you, he might not have, good for him that he didn't open mouth make out with you. He probably open mouth made out with Davia. I can guarantee you he probably did. Because Davia wants some of that. And Braden saying Kat's trying to homie hop to get a rose. True. That's absolutely 100%. And Olivia notices that too. She's desperate. Honestly, she's over there. Kat's over there talking to John Henry. Tell me about your job. Can you tell me about your job? Oh, I'm a deep sea welder. Oh my gosh, that sounds really amazing. Oh. I was gonna try and get a wig today, but I couldn't find one with the hair. Oh. And then Olivia over there mocking. She's like, please tell me about it. You're so interesting. I'm so hot. Listen, Olivia knows. Olivia understands. Olivia calling her the Tasmanian Devil of Paradise. Listen, she's not wrong. Not at all. And another thing she brought up is she's garbage. Kat is garbage because she was just over there. Olivia was just over there talking to her that morning, trying to console her over Tanner. And now this. I agree with Olivia. Everyone's a target. Everyone's a target in paradise if you're Kat. There was a hot mic moment, and this came between Kat and Eliza. They're both in the restroom. Kat tells Eliza, listen, Charity's my best friend. She's given me warnings about Aaron B, and that's to stay away from him. And Eliza was like, why didn't you tell me this before? She's like, oh, I thought I did. No, you know you didn't. You're just trying to set fires now. Now you're trying to set fires purposely. So apparently what had happened, allegedly, Aaron B was talking to an ex-girlfriend he was talking, this was confusing to me. He was talking to an ex-girlfriend right before he came on the show. And listen, this right here, this proves Olivia isn't wrong. Kat's in scramble mode, and this is her way of blowing up Paradise. I mean, why not tell Eliza about Aaron before this? Doesn't make sense. Okay, so Brayden and Rachel. Brayden and Rachel, this pissed me off because I was liking Brayden. I was a fool. I was liking Brayden. So Rachel is talking about how she had just like the best date with Brayden the day before. It feels so good and she's so happy. She couldn't be happier. God damn you with the producers, because cue another lady coming down. This time it's Becca from Zach's season. And she says, before coming down to the beach, if he's your man, then I shouldn't be able to take him. She's a bitch. So from the gate. Brayden's the first one to jump up and offer her a hug, a big hug. So she pulls John Henry. The look that John Henry had when he was talking to her, she's like, what do you do for a job? For your job? He's like, I'm a deep sea welder. A deep sea welder. And she says, oh yeah, I can understand that. I get that. My brother fishes. It's not the same. And the face that he made was like, what? Like, beautiful, beautiful girl. And then that comment, okay. And then obviously she pulled Brayden. Brayden immediately is holding her hand. Rachel looked real sad. I felt bad. I felt really bad for her. But she's trying to make it like she's okay. And she's okay with him exploring. You know she's not. They talk and he would love to hang out with her. It's no surprise, Becca picks Brayden to go on a date. Would you like to go? Yes, but I have to talk to Rachel. Rachel says, yeah, I'm fine with it. But off camera, she's hurt because they had a great date yesterday. And then today, he hasn't even talked to her. He acts like it never even happened. So I understand. I understand that. I feel very bad for her. I know at the start of the season, I was like, I'm tired of her. I feel so bad for Rachel right now. I feel like she's just been used this whole time by Sean for a rose and by Brayden for a rose. That's what I feel like. So, and then when he doesn't just walk away with Becca. He has to pick her up and carry her. You're a dickhead. I'm sorry that I ever said, oh, I'm starting to like you. No, Brayden's on my shit list again. So listen, there's another thing. Just a few days ago, he went and he said he was going to get with Rachel because he felt bad he felt that it was terrible for how Sean treated her. And he felt bad for Rachel because Rachel is so nice to everybody. And now he does this? Earmuffs. Fuck that, Brayden. Also, on a fashion note, who the fuck wears cork heels down to Paradise? Everybody else is wearing sandals or no shoes. You're wearing cork heels? Fuck you too, Becca. So, next up was Genevieve and Blake. They go, their one-on-one date was kayaking, which, to be honest, this is a date custom made for Blake because he's into like animal conservation and the outdoors. She immediately says she likes him because he's mature, he's understanding, he's grounded. She makes him feel grounded. Well, he says that she makes him feel grounded, which is something that Jess doesn't do. So listen, he also says that Genevieve is inviting and opens her mind up, which is, once again, something that Jess doesn't do. Okay, so back on the beach, Jess is feeling really just down in the dumps and sad, and Tyler checks in on her. Are you okay? Asking, is everything all right? And they get to talking, and he says that Mercedes is his girl, but ... Jess is talking about like, well, Genevieve is beautiful, and then here's me, and he's like, hey, don't you do that. You look in the mirror because you are beautiful. And he says if he got a date card, right now, he would take her on a date. And then he says something like, I really want to kiss you, but I would feel, what's he say? He said, I really want to kiss you, but I would feel bad. And then he goes in and he kisses her. And they were really making out hard. And I absolutely loved it. But on the other beach, Blake and Genevieve are making out as well. Also, Rachel is talking again about Braden going on the date. And listen, she was saying that she's not upset about him going on a date. She really is. It's just that he didn't talk to her all day long. He was giving her like the bare minimum. So now she can feel like her wall's going back up, which is something that she does. I felt so bad for her. I mean, she was finally letting her guard down, and then Braden does this. Once again, fuck you, Braden. The one-on-one with Braden and Becca, it obviously went amazing. Fuck them. They went to the tantric kitchen, which you know, garbage. Not the tantric kitchen, but them. And so they're sitting there, they're sucking fingers. She's like caressing his oily, greasy face and hair, talking like, your hair falls so perfectly. You look like Johnny Depp. Has anybody ever told you that? He's like, yeah, people on the beach call me that all the time. Who the fuck calls you Johnny Depp? What, Johnny Depp from Temu? Johnny Depp from Wish? Fuck that. I can't even with my face. So, back to garbage human Kat. Kat's plan is to build on feelings for John Henry, stir the pot, and then make out with John Henry. John Henry's talking with Tanner. Tanner, you need to warn John Henry. I mean, John Henry's a smart guy, but you need to warn him, Tanner. I mean, there's a lot of red flags for that bitch. Kat's really going hard for John Henry. And the thing that pissed me off was Olivia is upset about it, but she's standing right behind him. She's not doing anything. Like, John Henry and Kat go out and walk around to one of those disgusting day beds, and they're talking. You need to fight for him. I mean, Kat's fighting. You need to fight for him. Kat's personality is hot garbage. So then Olivia goes down to the daybed, pulls him, and away from Kat, and they go and they chat. And then they eventually start making out. John Henry, but before that, John Henry says, listen, to Olivia, you are my number one, and you are my prerogative. You are my number one prerogative. But he kind of wants to explore a little bit. Olivia tells John Henry, what's up? Like, listen, she is desperate. She's looking for a rose. I really want to build something with you. And then meanwhile, Kat is over there talking to, I think it's probably Kylie and Avon, and she's really over there being like, how can she do that to me? How can she do that to me, a friend? Acting like John Henry is hers. John Henry is not yours. Get that straight. Then the whole thing with Eliza. So Eliza sits down with Aaron because she hasn't talked to him all day. She's feeling kind of conflicted about this. So she asks Aaron what his relationship was like with Charity. And he said that they have respect for each other, but they just weren't each other's person. But something is just not vibing. She's not sure if she trusts him anymore. She talks to Aaron. She tells him what Kat said, and that Charity said to stay away, and told her this thing with the ex-girlfriend. So what was the deal? Is this true? Listen, this story was so convoluted. He says, I didn't even get all of it right. He had an ex. They broke up in August. It was a toxic relationship. She thinks that he broke up with her just to go on the show. And although he got, Listen, it was so much. So there was ex-girlfriend, but then he was dating another woman. But then they broke up before the show. I don't know. I don't know. So he got the call for the show in December. He was seeing someone before that, not the ex, but another one. And I was like, oh Lordy, good night. And Eliza thought the same thing. She was like, I'm confused. I'm more confused by that. So who do you know is going to come down the steps? That's right, Charity. Charity comes down the steps. Charity tells Jesse that Aaron's disgruntled ex reached out to her, to Charity, and told her he wasn't there for the right reason. These producers are working hard. So the Charity pulls the ladies and they're talking. The Kat is really asking, how is John Henry? What's John Henry like? You don't need to worry. And Olivia countered by being like, I'm with John Henry and he is really into me. I'm his number one. Bitch, stay away. Eliza then pulls Charity for a one-on-one. They didn't get into that. That's going to be next week. Aaron pulls Kat and is like, the fuck? Why didn't you bring this up to me before in our other conversations that we had? And she was like, I didn't even listen to half of what she was saying because I can't stand her. But then she had the nerve to say, listen, I was there as a friend for you. Remind me not to get friends like that. So there we go. That's it. It's a long video. The men are going to be having the roses in the next ceremony. So there's gonna be some changes. Going on. And I really hope Jess is not gone. I really like Jess a lot. But I feel like Rachel might be gone. Oh well. Okay. So that being said, let me know in the comments if you watched, what you thought. Tell me how big of a garbage human Kat is, and other reasons why you don't like her. Also, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity, and understanding out there. Take care of one another. Please be aware of your surroundings. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I love you. Bye, guys.